My name is Brieon Mitchell, a corporate professional, investor, content creator, expat living abroad, and a frugal millionaire. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode live of the Frugal Millionaires. And I want to welcome you all back. Thank you all for being so loyal. Thank you all for tuning in with us each and every week. And from the title, you all can see this is going to be a little bit different than our normal tax talk. We're going to get back to that, but I've recently received a number of questions, a number of concerns, just a number of things for people that are going through challenges, people that are really suffering, people that are having a hard time. And so I really want to make this episode this morning very encouraging. And so I posted something on Instagram this morning and also on Facebook. And that's really what I want to talk about. So we're going to make this very short. We're going to make it very sweet. But I really want to share with you all what are the 5 things that's really going to be able to help you. I believe it's going to be able to help you because I've learned these things over the last 6 months or so, and they've really become more and more evident in my day-to-day experience, my day-to-day life, my day-to-day interaction, my day-to-day relationships, whether business or personal, what have you. So I want to be able to share with you all just kind of what I've been able to pick up over, the last 6 months. And we're talking about 5 lessons that I've learned in 2024 so far. And so I want to start out just with the first one. When we're talking about the first one, we're talking about not rushing into anything. Do not rush into anything just to say that you have something. And I want to make sure that, you all really understand what that means. So I'm going to put this up on the screen really quick so that you all are able to kind of see it and kind of go through this with me. And so let's take a look at that, and let's take a look at, really what these 5 things mean and some of the journal notes that I've kind of put down alongside that. And if you don't journal, I'd highly recommend journaling. Journaling is just something where you're writing down your ideas. It's not something that has to be long. It's not something that has to be really drawn out. Journaling is just something that write down a few key points, a few key notes of your ideas. And so I want to make sure that you all really, understand and try to get your thoughts and ideas down. It'll help you to come back to those thoughts and ideas at a later date and time, and it'll keep you from having to remember everything. Because, we have so much going on in our days, we're not going to be able to remember every single thing. So this is going to help us be able to remember a number of things that are going on. So as I said, not rushing into anything, which is number 1. And I just kind of want to give a little bit of context to these. I'm not going to go into them very, very deeply. But the important thing here is to really focus on thoughtful decision making. Like, make sure you give your decisions some thought before you go ahead and rush into those decisions. Make sure you understand and you at least consider the long-term impact of these, right? All right, let's go ahead and hit number 2. Progress. Progress requires time, patience, faith, and the perseverance to continue even when you can't even see the results that you intended for. Even when you can't see things moving, things may be moving slow. Just making sure that you understand that greatness often happens over time. So if you've been doing something for 6 months, for a year, and you haven't seen the result that you want to see, don't give up. This is not the time. This is not the season to quit. It's the time and the season to keep persevering, to keep fighting through, and understanding that trusting the process. Trusting the process is very, very important here. So keep going and never, ever give up, even in the face of slow progress or even setbacks. Make sure you get yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you keep going. Number 3, this is a personal favorite of mine. Like, always focus on fixing yourself first before you're trying to fix anybody else. So, before you're trying to highlight, before you're trying to point out something for someone else, always make sure that you are doing self-reflection. Self-reflection. So that's starting with you looking in the mirror, saying, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best, but I have things I need to work on as well. So making sure you kind of focus on self-reflection. And a big one for me is leading by example. So don't be that person that no one wants to be around. Don't be that person that's always pointing out things about others while you may not be the best example of what you're requesting. So make sure you always lead by example. And the last thing I'll say on this number 3 is really about personal accountability. Making sure you have a high level of personal accountability. That's huge in this day and age. Keeping your word, doing what you say you're going to do, being where you say you're going to be. That's extremely important in this day and time. Number 4, right? We're looking at success. Success should be defined by you, not by what you see on the internet, not by what you see on social media, not by what you see on your colleagues. Success should be measured by you, not the other way around. You should not allow success to define you and define who you are and what you represent and what you stand for. So it's very, very important to make sure you have your personal definition of success. But also, I believe this one touches on a level of authenticity, making sure that you are authentic, you're true to you, and you're not getting caught up in the hype. You're not getting caught up in the noise. You're not getting caught up in the fads of what may be going on, but you're sticking to what's true to you, your core values, and you're maintaining a sense of authenticity, right? And last but not least on that, I have to say this because it's so important in the day and age that we live in. It's avoiding comparisons. Avoid looking over to the right, looking over to the left. Avoid trying to be like the Joneses. Avoid trying to be like your neighbor, your colleague, your relatives. Avoid trying to be like your friends and competing. At the highest levels of success, there's no competing, there's only collaboration. So avoid comparisons. Stay focused on your lane and stay focused on your goals and your objectives. It may look like you're behind, it may look like others are ahead of you, and that may be the case, and that's okay. But stay focused on your lane and stay focused on your goals and objectives. And last but definitely not least, I posted something earlier this week to Instagram and Facebook. And so I felt it was fitting to put it here. And that's just believing in yourself. For me, you can't even start if you don't believe in yourself. And so to me, that's the first step of always believing in yourself, believing in your abilities, of believing that you can accomplish the things that you set out for, and then going and executing and learning along the journey of execution, learning in the process. Then you repeat because you're going to learn things as you go. And those are going to be positive and negative. You're going to learn about setbacks. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about the process. You're going to learn a lot about whatever you're working on and whatever you're trying to achieve. So making sure that you always learn and keep an open mind in the process of believing and executing. And then you just turn around and repeat. And so the thing here I'll say is that self-confidence plays a huge role in belief in yourself. And so making sure you're in the right environment, making sure you're around people that lift you up, that keep you on fire, that keep you motivated to go out and chase your dreams, not people who are draining you, who are taking energy away from you. Put those people to the side. You can come back to them at a later date and time if you choose to, but just keep moving and stay motivated. Keep self-confidence at a high level. All right. And last in this point is continuous improvement. Make sure, as I said earlier, self-reflection, self-awareness, but make sure you maintain a focus on continuously improving yourself, continuously improving the things that you're working on, being better today than you were yesterday. And I'm sure with these 5 points, and you may have something you want to add to it. I'd love to hear that. If you do, please drop that down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But if you take these 5 points and you apply them, I'm sure you'll be able to get through some of the most challenging times that you may be dealing with. And I want to tell you something. I believe in you, and you should also believe in you that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to, anything that you believe you can accomplish that. And so I wanted to share this with you all. These are the 5 lessons I personally learned. They've been very prevalent in the things that I'm doing. And, 2024, we have 6 more months to go. Well, a little bit less than 6 months. And I want to see you all make the next 5.5 months the best 5.5 months of 2024. And so I wanted to share this with you all. And if any of you all have any comments, please drop those down at this time. If you have any questions, continue to reach out to us on the various social platforms, be it Instagram, be it Facebook. Drop us comments here on YouTube. We'd love to hear from you. And so I just want to say again, I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative from each and every one of you all for tuning in, each and every Saturday, for following us on the different platforms. I can't express that enough. Like, you all continue to help me to learn. You all continue to push me to grow so that I can give you all information that's going to help you in your life, help you level up professionally. It's going to help you be a better you, as well as it's going to help you create generational wealth if that's what you desire. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I hope you all have a blessed Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you may be in the world, and we'll see you again soon in the next one. Thank you all.